Hey everyone, welcome to another Unity tutorial. In this tutorial we're going to talk about how to make a sprite, and this is just a basic principle of, if you're a beginner, this is for you, okay? Or if you just somehow forgot, no need to worry. On both cases you can come here and get the answer if you're afraid to ask anybody. So okay, so alright, in this tutorial we're going to go over the concept a little bit with Photoshop. So if we go to File, New, and I'm just going to hit Custom and just do 200 by 200 and 200, okay? So nothing too serious. You can make this any size you need to, okay? Especially if you're going to be making sprite sheets. So just, yeah, just keep in mind that you know what these numbers are. So important information for later. I'm probably going to do a how to make a sprite sheet and have a character walk tutorials and stuff like that for 2D. So this is for 2D, a 2D project. So you hit create, and I'm not going to get too spectacular into the art, so I'm just going to do this little image of a lion and have it filled in with blue and get rid of the stroke. Okay, so nothing too fancy. So we have our image. I don't like having a background in general when I'm exporting, so I'm going to get rid of that. More like I don't like having a background when I'm exporting as for a sprite. Okay, you can always use export as PNG, but you probably want to do export as to make sure you know what's going on in general. So file format is the PNG. Make sure you have transparency checked on. Make sure you know your dimensions. Okay. And all the other numbers. So as I'm done, I hit export. Make sure you know where it's going. And then I already pre-did this already, so just make sure your file is PNG. You give it a name and a location. And so I'm not going to hit save, but you would at this point hit save. And since it's already there, I'm going to hit cancel. Okay. So this isn't the final process, so there's a little bit more. So what we need to do next, it's pretty simple. Go ahead and switch screens real quick, that way you can see the process. If I go to Windows Explorer here, so I know the location of my sprite, just click, hold down, and drag it into this section here. This section is called your workspace. And I'm sure there's different names for it, but from what I was taught, this is called the workspace. So think of it like your desktop in real life. I mean, not a computer. I mean, an actual desk. So think of this as your working space, like if you had an actual physical desk. Okay. So here we are. Okay. Now I've already placed the sprite in there already, and I want to basically show the process. I'm just going to drop it in. Okay. And the cool thing is you can size this to whatever you want. You can mix the colors, but just be careful because you might get some undesirable effects, or maybe that's what you want. It's up to you. Now you're going to see something in here. I believe it was called multi-sprite. You would see it in here if you click on the, not here, but the actual import. You'll see multiple, and that would be for stuff like animation. Okay, but we're going to keep it on single since it's just a simple image. And you know, the cool part about stuff like this when you make them is that at one point you can make them as small as you want, or you can rotate them, you know, you can duplicate them. This is really great on if you have memory budget issues. I mean, if you needed to do stars, you know, you could just go ahead and create it and not have to worry about, you know, your system crashing. I mean, if there's a lot of sprites, you know, then that would be a problem. But if you get a good system, then, you know, then not to worry at all. So, and that's pretty much it, how to make a sprite. Really easy tutorial. You can also, if you got the properties where it's not a label and you want to duplicate, hit Control D. If it's not a sprite, if you want to go from an image and you start wanting to add and move this character or some other attribute, you can hit Control D, have another one, rename it, apply those mechanics to it if you need to. But we only have one and only one, and that is pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you want to get notified about future videos. Thank you so much. Have a great day.